Hello friends, welcome to another watercolor tutorial. Today I am going to paint a misty moody forest, and I paint these every so often when I'm kind of at a loss as to what to paint. So these always kind of work out in the end, so that's what, oops, there's red because I reused tape. Oh well. So I'm taking kind of like a green wash here that is turning red, unfortunately. And I never really know how to start with these paintings because I probably shouldn't have started with that, painting that that way, but we're gonna go ahead anyway here. So I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna start at the bottom, and we're gonna paint a couple of pine trees just at the base, or some people prefer I say evergreen. This is not a botanically accurate channel, so don't, my terminology use may not be accurate. It is not accurate. So this might be one of those tutorials where I don't really do very much talking because it's a very repetitive action. It's just pine tree after pine tree, and it's, I'd say, more of a visual tutorial because it shows you the process and like where to paint the pine trees and what order to blur things and whatnot. Although I don't know exactly what I'm doing, so you know, this isn't perhaps the most accurate or informative tutorial that you can follow on this subject, but we persist onwards nonetheless. And I have a Skillshare class that goes over 8 techniques on painting pine trees. So if you're not really sure what your style is, or you're having trouble with that, please check that class out. I have a link in the description. It's, I think, free to start with that link. So yeah, you are welcome to blend a little bit of green into your black to kind of mix it up if you would like. Now I'm gonna try to have some background pines in this thing that I painted here at the beginning, whatever this is supposed to be. I like how they're blurred there. That works out. And you can always paint over it when it dries. I'm probably going to have to do that anyway. So I just realized it's green up here and black down here. The way that I tend to paint these is I just paint some pine trees in one section, and then I kind of blur it, and then it kind of blurs into another section, and somehow it all comes together in the end. So that's why I say it's more of a visual tutorial, where you see my process, but I don't really have a plan for how this is going to turn out looking like in the end. I just know it's going to be kind of a misty forest. Oh my gosh, there's the red again. That totally does not fit our vibe. So see how that kind of faded into that, and then I painted a pine tree on top that's kind of a blend between these two. That's what I mean, where I kind of just go with the flow and see what happens. So here up top, I'm gonna grab black, since I used green up here, and I'm going to have to fade that black in sort of naturally, or try to make it look natural. That's why it helps using both black and, or like different shades, because then it helps you, it gives you a little bit more freedom to kind of do one section and then paint over it if you're not happy with it, or if you want to layer colors or something. That's what it allows you to do. So I'm going to try and fade this out. So I want to leave that white for contrast purposes. And paint into this. And I might have another shadow coming through this section, so I don't have to paint the whole tree. I'm tempted to leave all this white, but I'm not sure that it really suits the painting. So let's paint this section here. So I'm going to take black as a contrast to that green. Paint a tree over top. And I don't really finish painting some of them all the way because I might just blur it all together. Like this. So take black and just extend to that. Okay. Something is missing to me here. Maybe I should paint like just a random tree in the center here. Like so. It kind of looks really blurry and not well defined up here. It's probably because of that initial green patch or whatever that I painted. I suppose we can try and fix it. Actually, having those kind of very blurry trees as a background really helps when I fill them in with more details in the front. It kind of brings them to life. So at least that. So I mean, you could keep going and going for ages with this, but I think I'm gonna stop. Although, no, one thing I want to do, because it has worked for other paintings, I have metallic black. We'll see if this even shows or works. I don't know. I think I would have to have silver. Like, it might be shiny from one angle, but let me take the metallic silver I have instead. I don't know if that's going to even do anything. Maybe not. Never mind. Forget about that. But if I used like a metallic gold or a green to really make some trees pop, let's try that. Maybe that will help us out here. So I kind of like that because it adds a little bit of extra color to the darker kind of foggy areas. In fact, if we used the neon that I have, I think it would stand out even better. I have like this eggshell neon yellow. No, see now I ruined the tree because I went over it so many times, but let me just blur it back together. I'm gonna stop there because if I keep going I'll ruin it. So yeah, peel the tape off when you're all finished. And we've got sort of a moody forest. Not my best, not my worst. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and that way you'll be able to see my weekly tutorials, and I will see you guys in the next one.